Here's a good place to build our base. It has a nice view of the water over here. Access to a place where we could study the turtles and the like. Perhaps even a few rabbits. And perhaps we could explore the waters over there and find out what's there. Is that a dolphin or is that... We have some squid there. Yeah, and we have some dolphins playing in the water. That's how we know it's 1.13, I presume. Well, that and the seagrass, if that weren't a dead giveaway. But we will have to see about collecting some fish. And there are two ways of fish. One requires me to get some more iron for a bucket, and the other way requires me to get some string for a fishing pole. Neither of them is available right now. So right now, let's build our base so that we could have a place to call home. And I'll probably have little bases all over the place as little rest spots between major research areas. Right now, I'm just clearing the grass out here. What I want to start out with is to make a little foundation for that, and we can get an outline for what the base would be like. Let's not worry about that sapling at the moment. What we want here, okay, here is the top of our area here. Now we don't need anything large. So let's try something, say 3 by 3. Oops, I didn't want that one. Now, see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll do this, but have well, that's only go. All right, so that's not. There won't be a wing there because we don't have room for it there. I just want to make sure it's not a simple little square or anything like that. I have to do it like this. So that furnace is in an awkward position. So we'll collect that for the moment. And how about that? How about making that our outline for our new little home for the... Let's change that slightly. Now, what kind of rooms do we need for our little research facility? Now, the upstairs could be used as a sort of a living area, and the downstairs then could be for our... Let's do this one more. Like that. Alright. The upstairs could be the bedroom and other little things for living. And over here, we will have various other places. Here we could have a nice view of every place. We need some storage. Storage could be upstairs. Probably have a trapdoor around here somewhere, maybe here. That's what this could be. This could be a little stairway down that could lead into some mines. And the mines can go down that way. That way we can have a direction. I think that's the optimal direction to do some mining, because I don't want to go around mining into an area that's likely to run into a major water area. So that's a good area. So I would say that would be our mining area. So I'll probably make that clear by sort of starting the way down here. And that could tell. Now, of course, I'll be replacing this eventually with a more substantive material. But that's more to be a reminder of what's going to go on. Do I have any torches? I'm going to need some of those. See, a good place for the furnace for now could be here. Okay. no... Oh, here's some coal. Alright, for a moment. Hey, I was looking for torches, and then I said, oh, I need coal. I need to make charcoal. Is it... I already had torches. Stupid! There you go. Now, this could be our little crafting area. Then that looks like that'll be a good idea. The bed will be eventually moved upstairs. So that'll be for crafting. This could be for storage for work stuff. That could be the way downstairs. This could be the stairway to upstairs. Yeah. Come in here. We have this to go down the... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that could be the way to downstairs. That could be the crafting area. That could be a little bit of storage area. This can be... I'll figure out what to do with that later. And I was originally putting this in the middle here, but if I want to have a nice window, I would say having this a little bit off center would be great. And if I want to do that, then I would say one more in this direction will really help in that task, because I want to have a nice view of whatever type of waterway this is. Obviously in Minecraft we'll call it an ocean, and it looks like it's big enough to be something like that, so I'll call it an ocean for now. And yeah, that little alcove now is just too small. But I figure let's do all this trial and error stuff on the foundation, and then if we need to correct it, we could do it easily rather than having to do it the hard way later. Of course, I could always terraform to make things large, but I think a small little passage down into the mine there would be fitting for what we've got here. Let's see, so we have that alcove there, yeah, that one there, and I think I could push this back a little bit then. Oh, it is getting late. And that, I think, could be the shape of our new house. I've made a few adjustments, and this will be what I'll go with in the end. Therefore, that means that what we need then is to start building the first floor. Now, I've decided I'm going to use acacia for the floor, for the flooring in this place, and that I will be using oak as my primary stuff on here. Now, this is the foundation here. That means that the floor itself will be starting here. And the stairways, then that would be going down here. We'll probably go down one level as acacia and then turn into cobble. So I'll make the entrance. What I'll do then is make this the entrance, which I can now move over one space due to the shifting that I did over here. I'll take this, modify this part slightly, but the rest of this will definitely be standard acacia flooring like over here. As such. As in over here, let's throw in a little bit more of this, plus I have a set of, say, 2 sets of stairs for Acacia, and that the rest then is going to be transitioning after that into the cobble. So we'll have this here, then we'll have a little turn over here, like that. Then we could turn that into a nice simple stairway down, like that. So you enter in right here, and you have a choice if you're going into the main area, or you could go down like that. And I think then that right here we should use planks. Like so. And I'll presume change some of that also. We'll decide what we're going to do with that in a moment. And that, of course, it means pushing all of this up one from their temporary locations, and then figure out where to put them permanently. Now, as for the upstairs, let me get this closer on here, then I could show what my plans are for the upstairs. Alright, we'll have this here, and this is where we'll have our stairway going up. We'll have the stairway come up here, turn up here, and up in there, and that'll lead into the upstairs, which will have the same outline of this. And then the third level is going to be outdoors. It's going to be a place where you could stand on. So it'll be a roof that a roof that you could stand on, so be a flat roof, and it could be used for various other purposes, such as a lookout and the like. So it will only be maybe a subset or whatever. I'm not going to worry about a sloped roof. We do live in a savanna here, and there won't be enough rain in which to make a sloped roof necessary. While adjusting this area, I was thinking that I'll be placing the furnace here, and surrounding that sort of act as a bit of a fire. Well, I don't think I need to go too far in that. It's probably as far as I need to go for that I could switch to wood here. The idea here is to have a little bit of a hearth here, and then a fireplace to go up here to a chimney, I guess that would be, in order to go up to here from here. And you can see the chimney, of course, continue on the outside. It's mainly on there. Hopefully I could come up with a better looking fireplace by the time it's over. Maybe if I could find some... Well, actually, won't have to see most of this. Do I have anything other than diorite? Wonder. I think granite might have been a better choice for this, but maybe diorite will do. I was thinking moving this over one to the side, because I think the corner seems to be an ill-chosen location for it. So I'll do is I'll smoosh this over by one, and then have the immediately floor area to be made of wait, I got a wooden stairway going right over that location. Oh, of course, you put the stairway here over the storage area. That would be much better. Very well then. Move the stairs over to here. Oh, stairs over to here. Yeah, that's a good place for the stairs. You put the stairs here, of course, and that leads up to the upstairs. Same way as you turn this way, you get the stairways going down there. All right, that's the plan there. That way I don't have to fiddle around with stuff too often. And that means I can move my crafting bench to a better place. We'll put the crafting bench right in the corner. And we'll put a chest here for the food right over there. That could be our larder. Actually, I don't have to. Well, we'll decide what we're going to do with that in a moment. Right now, I'm thinking that our hearth then would be made of polished diorite. There you go. 1, 2, 3. And do the same thing right over here. And of course that means finding one more piece of diorite, it looks like. Granite will definitely fit better here. Also, they don't have the resource pack, of course, working yet for 1.13, so I'm in the old textures here. Hopefully that will be amended sometime soon so that I will be able to enjoy the new textures, which I prefer. And I think that is going to be our fireplace. Our little chimney going up there. And yeah. And that'll head up all the way up there. I'll replace that with granite as soon as I get some. I suspect it won't take me long once I start mining. I decided to make a few touch-ups on the basement in order to get that started, to find out if I could find some granite, and look what I found here. Just what I needed. And with that, I'll be able to make the hearth properly. Here we go. And this basement is going to be turning into, well, a general mine shaft most likely. There we go. Make sure I don't get things spawning in the basement. But with a little bit of granite, or polished granite more likely, we'll see how this looks. Or at least under the current texture pack. Yeah, that is more of the look I was looking for. Good. Now I would like to change the cobble for bricks at some point, but that'll take some diving into the water to harvest some clay, and that will probably take me some time. So I think the cobble will do for now. And with that, I think I could then start on the main frame of the house. And that means oak. Obviously, I'm going to need some form of trim here because that looks a little bit too plain. And if I say something's too plain, it's usually the case because I like things a little bit plainer than several other players do. So therefore, if I think it's too plain, it means that the players who prefer things a little bit non-plain are certainly going to feel that way. Here we go. And let's take care of this one. I'll see about the bottom there. I may just have to replace the bottom with the log also. There you go. And then this one. Let's see if it looks a little bit better at least, even if not perfect. There we go. And a couple of more here. Probably not much I could do in the way of trimming. I will at one time start to see something if I could do something with the stripped logs. And then one more place here, and then we can see how that looks. Actually, if this is the last one, why not just do... That's why I don't do it that way. Is this is the way I'm able to do it right. Okay, so let's do it there. And much, much better looking. Good. Now I have some glass cooking up in here. In fact, the last piece is about to finish up. Good, and let's try that. Yeah. Yes! Can't wait for the release so that I have the texture pack updated for it. Good. I think that looks decent enough. Now, actually, I think we could put... Is there a place where we could put one there? Not really. I have to find a couple extra places. Maybe I better finish everything else. Then I could worry about where to put some nice windows later. That way, I won't be moving windows all over the place. It's not good to go around moving windows when you don't have Silk Touch yet. There you go. There you go. And as for this, well, that of course will be the cobble to represent our fireplace. So that is our first floor. We will need a roof at some point, but I don't think that's urgent yet. Let's say if we... Alright, that's a temporary stairway, even if while we wait for... That's just to make sure that I've got enough light in the area so that if I go out exploring, we won't have huge numbers of mobs to greet me home. And last thing I want is a creeper to say, "Hello! Look what I did while you were away." That's not a nice thing for a creeper to do to you, but you know how creepers are. Alright, so I'm going to throw probably a ridiculous amount of light here, and then that means what I want to do next is to do I'm going to do some exploring. That's what we'll do for our next episode, and probably after that then go do some actually no, I will do the mining between episodes, see if I can get some more iron and maybe gear up, and then when we return for the next episode, we will start exploring this area and see what's in this wide, wonderful sea that we now have. And that's so far our next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft: The Forked Spear.